Lights have gone out around the track, so we can expect to see a start when the guys come out of turn number 4. And we can say guys because Kathy Kelly is not in this heat. She will be coming up very shortly. Okay, Robbie Farr with Todd Wanless. There's a bit of cat and mouse out there between these two drivers, and here they come. They start to rev the engines up. They come out of turn 4. The green lights have gone on, and on the outside is Todd Wanless. Dean McComb. Oh, look at this, a touch, and Robbie Farr's clouded the wall there in the back straight, so the lights will be coming on. That makes it the outside of row 3. Okay, the cars are in starters' hands as they head down the back straight. It's over 12 laps, and the track record is held by Barry Lawrence from the previous night. Look set for a start as they come out of turn 4. The green lights have gone on, and here they come down through turn 1 and 2. They're all trying to go through there. Oh, beautiful. Todd Wanless, your race leader. Anthony Lambert back there in second place, followed by Dean McComb. The race leader there, Todd Wanless, starting to skip away now as Anthony Lambert goes a little bit high through turn 1 and 2. And Dean McComb takes over the second run as they head down the back straight. Mark Gilbert there getting a bit short for racing room as Todd Wanless comes down into turn 1 and 2 again. Dean McComb in second, followed by Anthony Lambert. Then comes Darryl Hodges, Alan Haynes, and Darren Jensen in the 36 car. Dean McComb's exited onto the infield. Should say Mark Gilbert's exited on the infield. Dean McComb still in second place, followed by Anthony Lambert in the 75 car. And 3 Queenslanders at the moment. Head first, second and third, and starting to run away with this. So it looks like they've dialed themselves in on the track over the last few weeks. But Todd Wanless is your race leader as he comes out of turn number 4 up the main straight. That's Dean McComb in second place in the 21 car. Anthony Lambert back there in third. Darryl Hodges a fair way back there in 4th. And the first of the interstate cars coming up to the 66 car in 5th place. But Todd Wanless, that's him, comes out of turn number 2. He's pretty well sorted himself out there on the track. Dean McComb back there in second place, not far behind, but I don't think he's going to do anything about it. Todd Wanless looking every inch a winner at the moment. Can he go through and be right up there when the Australian Championship comes around? It's a 30-lap journey. How fit are the drivers? We'll find out correctly. Back into turn number 1, up on one of the slower cars already. Up on the high side. Up the main straight, the passing flag going out there. Todd Wanless still leads from Dean McComb, and they're just starting to spread eagle this field now. Third place is a long way back, Anthony Lambert. But a good dice here for Todd Wanless with 2 laps to go in this heat. Heat number 13. Dean McComb closing right up there in the 21 car. They come out of turn number 4, head up the main straight. The white flag coming out here, 1 lap to go for these 2 drivers. Todd Wanless in the 24 car. Coming up on the back of Brian Dixon. 21 Dean McComb a little bit closer, but I don't think he's going to make it. As they go through turn 3 and 4 for the last time, here comes the checkered flag, and Todd Wanless, 24, takes the win. From 21, Dean McComb, and 75 coming in there in third place will be Anthony Lambert. .25 John Kelly on the inside of row 3. Brooke Tatnall, as we said, rear of the field. And we look set for a start. This is heat number 14. Here they go. Skip Jackson skips into the lead. And a bit of a tussle here, and we've got, whoa, upside now. No, not quite. The 50 car from Western Australia. Not very well. Scott Billing. All look set. Coming down through turn 3. This is turn 4. They start to pick up a little bit of pace. Will they get the green? Yes, they have. And Skip Jackson into the lead. They head into turn 2, and Scott Milling has brought the lights back on again, and we're going to roll over into back straight. Oh, and I'll tell you what, it's done a lot of damage too. Bruce White has rolled it in the back straight. It's a complete red light, so the cameras, the whole thing has just come to a halt. Boy, tied up there with John Kelly. Yep, he's out of the car, and I think he's out for the rest of the night too. Fair bit of damage. This is why the restart coming up. Okay, as they come out of turn 4 now, head up the main straight. The green lights have come on. And Skip Jackson into the lead. Brooke Tatnell down the inside of Andrew Shirley up in the second place. They head down the back straight. Andrew Shirley back to third, followed by John Kelly. And all eyes on Brooke Tatnell. Can he get up there? Skip Jackson, your race leader, as Andrew Pizzuti having a heck of a job there. That's second and third at the moment. Brooke Tatnell, Andrew Shirley. Your race leader just going out of sight there in turn number 1, Skip Jackson. Peter Smith there from South Australia. As now Andrew Shirley just repassed. Oh boy, we've got the lights back on again. As Andrew Pizzuti's come unstuck there in turn number 2. We'll just pass the car here in a couple of seconds' time, but there he is, the front end damage on 38 car of Andrew Pizzuti. So Peter Smith back there in 4th place from South Australia. But here we go. Green lights back on now as Skip Jackson goes down through turn number 4, heads up the main straight. That's Brooke Tatnell right in behind him as they come down through turn number 1. Andrew Shirley back there in third, Peter Smith, Robert Jackson and John Kelly. That's the field completely depleted. But your race leader, car number 7, Skip Jackson. From Brooke Tatnell, Andrew Shirley. And Andrew Shirley trying to line up Brooke Tatnell. So head down the back straight. This man is going very well. He has in the last few heats. Skip Jackson could be the dark horse. A few people have picked him. But Andrew Shirley trying to line up Brooke Tatnell as John Kelly goes a little bit wide out of turn number 2. But there he is, your race leader through turn 1 and 2. Heads down the back straight one more time. Skip Jackson. And you can see him just working the car around through the turns. Brooke Tatnell back there in second place. That's Andrew Shirley in third. That's Skip Jackson, Brooke Tatnell, Andrew Shirley, Peter Smith, and Robert Jackson having a little bit of a hiccup there coming out of turn 4. But no change. And the car looks good, so does the driver. He just feathers it around the corner, down through turn 3, like a Sunday afternoon drive. Well, he's only got to wait a few hours and it will be Sunday. Brooke Tatnell back there in second, Andrew Shirley in third. A little bit closer, but I don't think there's going to be any challenge there to Brooke Tatnell for this particular heat. Peter Smith is the 4th car from South Australia. Coming up on his brother at the moment. That's Skip Jackson, your race leader. About to put a lap on his brother. That's him, car 11, Robert Jackson. They've got 2 laps to go in this heat 14. One of the worst heats we've had of destruction in the championship. And around the outside goes Skip Jackson up the main straight and the white flag out. 1 lap to go. Skip Jackson. Brooke Tatnell in second, followed by Andrew Shirley and Peter Smith. But your race leader about to come into the main straight and take the checkered flag. Car number 7, Skip Jackson. 5, Brooke Tatnell in second. 95, Andrew Shirley. So they roll out of turn 2 down the back straight. You can see all the mud on the inside of the track where we had a deluge of rain before the start of tonight's proceedings. But here we come now. The cars start to rev up a little bit better. Out of turn 4. Will the green light come on? Yes, it has. Gary Rush has got the jump. He leads down through turn 2, down the back straight for the first time. Gary Rush with Paul Lindbergh, Max Dumsney, and Nathan McDonald. So hit up the main. Gary Rush, your race leader. Starting to get a little bit of a gap. Paul Lindbergh back there in second place. And in behind there, Max Dumsney, car number 5. Then comes Peter Murphy. And car 5 followed by Nathan McDonald. Just lifting the front wheels there, Gary Rush as he comes out up the main straight into turn number 1 again. Paul Lindbergh in second place followed by Max Dumsney, Peter Murphy, Nathan McDonald. Taking it pretty easy in the car, looking superb. Gary Rush, 10 times Australian sprint car champion. Paul Lindbergh in second, still followed by Max Dumsney, Peter Murphy and Nathan McDonald, with Robin Dawkins and Kathy Kelly. Up the main they come. Still no change. Your race leader. And looking good. Gary Rush, Paul Lindbergh. Down through turn 3 and 4, gives it a bit of a jiggle on the steering wheel. Up the main straight they come. Puts it down through turn number 1. Paul Lindbergh back there in second place in the O2 car from Kelly Racing. Can't seem to match it at the moment with Gary Rush as he heads down the back straight. Turn 4 up the main. Through turn 1 and 2, Paul Lindbergh. Closing up the gap a little bit on Gary Rush. There's Max Dumsney. He's back there in third place in car 5. Down through turn 1 and 2 they go again. Max Dumsney. That's Peter Murphy and Nathan McDonald. Paul Lindbergh. Can he catch up? There's 2 laps to go in this heat. Heat number 15. Down the back straight, a lap and a half to go. Gary Rush from Paul Lindbergh. And the white flag coming out here. 1 lap to go now for heat number 15. Paul Lindbergh in second, followed by Max Dumsney, Peter Murphy and Nathan McDonald. Out of turn number 4 for the last time, and here comes the winner. Car number 2, Gary Rush. Over O2, Paul Lindbergh, and car number 5, Max Dumsney. And the time for that particular journey for heat number 15, 2:39.44, went without a hitch. Great to see. That's why we want to see some fantastic racing. But Gary Rush, your 10 times Australian champ, was the winner. Had heat number 15. In second place, Paul Lindbergh in the O2. And 5, Max Dumsney coming in there in third place. That was the finishing places for heat number 15 shortly. As the cars roll out of turn number 4, they look for the start. This is heat 16. The green lights are on as they come down the main straight. Jason Dawkins is your race leader as he leads Stephen Graham down the back straight for the first time, and a bit of a pile up here. Oh, his cars are going everywhere. And just look at this. We've got Ricky Mitchell, we've got David Anderson in there, John Shaw's in there as well in the 66 car. We can't make out who it is down the bottom. But coming unstuck. Oh, Gary Brazier's in there, but he's got out of it, the 99 car, and he's copped the light, Greg Wright, as John Shaw's gone over the top. Scott Davis is in there as well, and he's jammed in onto the wall. So a 5-car pile up there at the end of turn number 2. And Stephen Horn is the last car out there. Here they come out of turn number 4 looking for the green, and the green's gone on. And on the outside, Jason Dawkins in the 17 car leads down through turn number 2 down the back straight for the first time. And everybody's out of turn 2 down the back straight. Up the inside goes Gary Brazier. On the inside is Stephen Graham. He's up to second place as Jason Dawkins goes down into turn number 1 and 2. Gary Brazier back there in second place. They head down the back straight. Third and fourth is Steve Mortimer and Stephen Graham. Just watching now is Gary Brazier trying to catch Jason Dawkins, your race leader. That's him going out of sight. Steve Mortimer back there in third place and closing on Gary Brazier. Out of turn 4 up the main straight. That's Jason Dawkins, your race leader in the 17 car. Out of turn 2 down the back straight. From Tasmania, who's driven a long way here. And he's driving a long way around the track at the moment, but he's doing it quite well. In the 17 car, Jason Dawkins, Gary Brazier back there in second place, followed by Steve Mortimer and David Anderson. Out of turn number 4 and up the main straight they come. Jason Dawkins doing well from Gary Brazier, Steve Mortimer, David Anderson. Back there in 5th place, it's Stephen Graham in behind Steve Mortimer. And now coming up on one of the slower cars there, Stephen Horn just being passed by Jason Dawkins as Gary Brazier still follows down there in second place from Steve Mortimer. Up the main straight they come. Brazier. That's Mortimer. Stephen Graham and Jason Dawkins still the race leader. And this is the last heat, heat number 16. After this we go into the C main. Down the back straight through turn 3 and 4. Up the main straight they come. Gary Brazier still holding his line there and just sorting the car out there in second place from Steve Mortimer back there in third. Jason Dawkins from Tasmania with 2 laps to go in this, the last heat, heat 16. Comes out of turn 4 this time, the white flag out, 1 lap to go. Tamar Cars, car number 17. Jason Dawkins still leads from Gary Brazier and Steve Mortimer. And out of turn 4 for the last time, and 17 Jason Dawkins takes the win from A1 Gary Brazier and car number 6 Steve Mortimer.